And just when I think I was getting somewhere, who turns up? Pauline South-Face Fowler. Cuts in, pinches me bloke, and I was well in there and all.
Aye, it's the poisoner. You didn't hear what happened, did you, Mo? It turns out young Bradley's got a nut allergy. She forces a lamb pasanda down his throat, and it's got almonds in it. Nearly killed the poor bloke. Ambulance and everything.
He didn't need the ambulance.
Oh, well, that's all right, then.
Someone should go see little Mo.
Why's that?
Because she's in the front room crying. She won't talk to me.
Billy.
So you, me and little Mo, by the sounds of it, had a great night last night. Will we be seeing Bradley again?
So, you think she really likes you, Bradley?
He scored. Well done, son. The lad's definitely a brilliant.
Well, I wouldn't say scored.
We kissed her, didn't you?
Jim?
Well, these questions have to be asked.
No, I didn't kiss her. But when I was coughing my guts up, she was really worried. Concerned, you know.
Because it was Stacey what made him eat the nuts.
She was so guilty. She couldn't stop saying sorry. So I thought to myself, hello, I'm in here.
I'm not blaming Billy.
What do you mean, not blaming Billy?
Don't get angry, Dad.
Look, the bloke takes you out, and then in front of his girlfriend, he tells you he wants a divorce, and I'm supposed to feel all right about it? God,
Oh, Dad, please.
I mean, what's I supposed to do? Let Annie think I was two-timing her? What am I going to do with this now?
Save it for next time. You're hardly the master of tact, are you, Billy?
The whole idea was to let little Mo down gently, but got caught on the hop, didn't I? Just come out.
And what did little Mo say?
Nothing. Just ran off. Ended up paying for 2 meals that I hardly got eaten.
What about Annie?
I offered, but she wasn't hungry.
No, I mean, what did she say?
Oh, no, she was amazing. Brilliant, really understanding. I'm nutty about her, Pat.
No, I'm happy for you, love.
Pat. I'm not in.
I'm not fighting your battles for you, Billy.
Please, that's going to be Charlie or Big Mo, and I can't face either of them. I beg you, I will do anything, I swear.
Anything?
Anything.
Bag up that load of washing and take it to the laundrette for me.
Oh, hello. For the benefit of the jury, I would like to know exactly what you were doing in my living room with my husband last night.
You saw us. We was dancing.
I mean, before that.
I was just trying to prove a point, Yolandi. You've got nothing to worry about.
No?
No! Listen, all I did was threaten him with one of me massages, and I tell you, it was like a miracle cure. Back pain gone just like that. Call me Saint Patricia of the Healing Hands. I know we've had our problems, but we're friends, aren't we? I mean, I wouldn't.
I heard you were friends with Peggy Mitchell, but it didn't stop you then.
Now, come on. That was a completely different situation. Whatever you've heard, it's wrong.
Anyway, maybe you've done me a favour.
You're dead right, I am. Female solidarity. Many blokes want to make monkeys out of us. Us girls stick together, eh?
Because now I've got him exactly where I want him.
Good for you.
So, you want to be friends?
Absolutely.
You know, Joey's having a send-off at the Vic tonight.
Oh, right.
7 o'clock. I'll maybe see you there then.
You bet.
What have you been up to, Pat?
Nothing.
Well, she weren't borrowing a cup of sugar, was she?
No, she was just clearing up a misunderstanding, that's all.
And is you having a pop at me? Priceless.
I thought you were meant to be bagging up that washing.
Yeah, I was. But I don't fancy doing it now.
Mum, get any post this morning?
No. Postman hasn't even been yet.
Yes, son, listen. Did Mum say anything about getting a note this morning?
Oh, sorry. Hi, Pauline. Service wash, please, love. I'll pick it up lunchtime.
Right, no problem.
I take it you're going to Joe's leaving do tonight.
Do what?
I can't believe you don't know about it. It's 7 o'clock in the Vic.
Oh, yeah, I knew about it.
So, how'd you feel about it?
What do you mean?
Him going?
Well, Joe's going to do whatever he wants to do, isn't he?
Yeah, but what do you want him to do?
It's not up to me, is it?
Pauline Fowler, you're a very curious woman, you know that?
What?
Well, if I was you in your position, a bloke like Joe, I'd... Well, I won't tell you what I'd have done with him by now, but I'd have definitely done it.
Well, I'm not you, am I, Pat? And I hate to be rude, but I'm actually glad about that.
Each to his own.
Where you going, Mo?
Oh, there's a few things he needs from the shops, before I go to work.
You already said I was looking after him today.
Oh, I'd rather he was with me.
Yeah, but he still ain't completely over his bad ear.
Well, that's why I want him with me.
Are you saying I don't know how to look after him?
I just want him with me, Nan, please.
Oh, is that because of Billy?
It's nothing to do with Billy. Billy can do what he wants.
I can't believe you mean that.
Honestly, Nan, I am fine. I wish everyone stopped worrying about me.
Hey, Mickey, you used to be in the trade. Diamante, does that mean fake?
Well, no, it means Diamante. What are you doing looking at engagement rings, Bill? You're already married.
Don't move, cover me.
What are you doing?
Look, my life is very complicated at the moment, Mickey, so don't hassle me, all right?
Is he in?
Through here.
Oh, your back's better then, is it?
Don't forget to do underneath the table as well.
I can't hear you.
I said you need to pull out the chairs and do under the table. That's where all your crumbs collect. Oh, and when you're finished, you're 3 days late with the VAT. You think I am hard? You wait till those custom and excise boys get all of your... By tonight. I mean it.
When did his back get better then, Yolandi?
You knew all along, Jim Brennan. Don't pretend for 1 second you didn't. And I've pinned up a list of things you need to do in the kitchen.
You're well and truly tethered to the post there, son, aren't you?
You want to hear what my morning so far?
No, I don't. Like, I don't want to read the sports pages when the hammers have been thrashed.
I mean, they don't tell you about this when you start a business. I mean, I thought I was just buying and selling cars, not being a wretched accountant.
Well, it's just a matter of adding up and taking them away, isn't it?
Well, you do it then.
No, it wasn't an offer, no.
You owe me one, Jim Brannan, the way you and Charlie abandoned me to my fate last night.
Oh, what's involved?
Just adding up and taking away, apparently. Look, man, excuse me, I've got work to do, Jim.
I don't get it. You're just getting the hang of the job. The customers love you, and now you want to resign.
It's personal.
You and Billy split up.
No.
But it is to do with Billy, isn't it?
Listen, I'm sorry, Peggy. I just don't think I can work here anymore.
Hang on. I'm just beginning to make sense of this. It's got something to do with Mo, hasn't it?
It's not that I don't like her, because I do. I think she's lovely. I feel awful.
But you hadn't done anything wrong. They'd already split up.
Something happened last night.
Like what?
I don't want to go into it. I mean, it's not anybody's fault. It's just a misunderstanding. And what with Billy being Freddie's father, it's just also...
No, but he's not.
What?
Well, hasn't Billy told you?
What?
Oh, he was probably trying to find the right time for little Mo's sake.
I don't understand.
Well, little Mo got raped. And that was Freddie.
Oh, that's awful.
It's a very sensitive subject, and Billy thought probably little Mo wouldn't want you to know. Hello. You leave this to me. Morning, Maureen.
Morning. Hello, honey. Everything all right?
Now, I know what you're thinking, but he's ever so grisly and needs his mum with him. So what I thought is I've brought my baby monitor with me and I'm going to get him off to sleep upstairs and then I'm going to listen out for him down here whilst I'm working. He's hardly had any sleep, so I don't feel it causes any trouble. Do you mind, Mrs. Mitchell, please?
Well, as long as you don't make it into a regular thing.
Oh, of course not. It'd be just for today.
Yeah, and I suppose I could keep my eye on little Freddie when I'm up there.
Oh, will you? Thank you so much. Oh, honey. That new top you're wearing?
Oh, no, it's not new. Just haven't worn it very much.
Oh, well, it's lovely. I'll just get him settled. I'll be down in a team.
What's the problem?
The problem, Jim, is that the figures don't match up.
So?
So the figures here has to be exactly 17.5% of the figures here.
Well, yeah, well, all right then. Well, why don't you alter those figures here so that there's 17.5% less than those figures here? They're sorted.
Because they check up on you. At the end of the year, all this lot has to go to the auditors. They want to see every single bit of paper. And if these bits of paper don't match up with the figures here, then, brother, they put you on a spit to roast.
Problem,
I don't know why I ever let you talk me to starting a business.
Me?
Oh, for the good old days. Don't know how well off I was.
Yeah, well, I've done my best. I'm looking at my watch here and it's opening time.
Don't you think of leaving me now, you know?
Yeah, well, what you really need's an accountant, isn't it?
Ah, Judas.
Well, whose business is it? Mine or yours? I've done my best. I've got other things to do.
Jim, what am I going to do, boy? Huh?
Well, why don't you give Pat a ring? I mean, she used to do the book. She knows about the motor trade. Why not?
Scary.
Yeah, I know, but I thought you used to have a thing about her.
It was fine when she didn't have a thing about me.
Oh, don't you flatter yourself, son. She's like that with everyone.
Really?
You know, the times I've had to fight her off, yeah.
No.
Well, you're stuffed either way, ain't you? It's either her or your lady. What are you, a man or a mouse? Go on, give her a ring, go on.
How's it going then?
Well, like nothing's happened. I mean, it's really strange.
So what were you worrying about?
I don't know.
Yes, darling.
Billy was.
But he's still married.
Well, that is exactly what I thought, but then what's he doing looking for engagement rings?
Louis Tail.
Peggy.
Yes, darling?
I just need to nip upstairs because I think I heard Freddie give a little moan. It won't be a tick.
Yeah, all right then.
You're right.
All right.
You never guess what?
What?
There's another letter at home.
Oh, what, from Joe?
Well, who else?
What, did you read it?
Of course I didn't read it.
Well, you could have steamed it open.
Martin.
Why ain't you interested what it says?
Of course I am.
Well then.
Well, the thing is, it wasn't just a letter. There's something in it.
What do you mean?
Well, something hard and round.
What, like a golf ball?
Like a ring.
He don't give up, does he? What did you do with it?
Well, I just left it on the side.
What do you think was in the other two then?
Well, how should I know?
It's like he's leaving a trail of clues or
Yeah,
something.
and it's going to end up with another big proposal. What's so funny?
I don't know, it just seems a bit of a funny way to go about it, doesn't it?
Well, maybe he could give you a few tips. It's called being romantic.
Well, I would be, if you only give me the chance.
Mo?
Oh, it's all right. It's a false alarm. Just, me being over-anxious mother. I'll beat you down in a minute.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be? I'm fine.
Where would you be without me, eh?
I don't really know, Pat.
Fix your back, I fix your books. I wonder what I'll be fixing next. Well, instead of standing there like a lemon, why don't you make yourself useful? See that bag I just got from the laundrette? Mine and Billy's stuff's all mixed up in there. Could you sort it out into 2 piles for me, please?
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks.
Betty.
Now, I've written it all in pencil so you can go over it in pen.
Right.
Well, you'll want Yolandi to think you've done it yourself, won't you?
Probably, yes.
I assume you won't want to mention you've been over here.
Maybe that's not a good idea.
Actually, she came round first thing this morning. She seems to have got it into her head that there's something going on between you and me.
Really?
I'll put her straight, of course.
But did she believe you?
Well, of course. There's no problem being believed if you're telling the truth, is there?
No.
Right, well, I better get back to work.
Yeah.
Thank you. You got pretty good muscle tone for a man of your age, you know.
Oh, there's life in the old dog still, you know.
I bet. Right, well, when you've filled that in, don't forget to rub out the pencil marks. If you don't want to get found out, it's always a good idea to destroy the evidence, isn't it?
Oh, here he is.
Oh. Evening. I've had a really lucky day.
Oh, have you another one? What you lost now?
You got it back. Marvellous.
Someone found it in the street and handed it into the police.
Still ask some honest people about then. Was the money still in it?
What about your credit cards and whatnot?
Cops reckon I had my pocket picked. Oh, but the most important thing, they left behind. It's how the police got hold of my name and mobile number. Isn't that incredible?
Oh, that is good news, isn't it, eh? Drinks all round there.
Jim, tell Bradley what you was telling me earlier.
Oh, yes. What were you having lost all your money and you being sick all over Stacey last
Jim.
night? Charlie and me, we thought we'd club together, put a bit of cash your way.
I can't take your money, Gramps.
Well, no, it's so you can take Stacey out somewhere proper, a restaurant or something.
Don't be daft. You're pensioners. I couldn't possibly.
Look, he ain't generous that often. You know, you make the most of it. Now, you've got a big heart, Bradley. It'd be ever so nice if you and Stacey could become friends.
Oh, I can't say thank you
You
enough.
can say thank you by popping next door now and telling Stacey. Go on, you go.
You're both so kind.
Oh. And a charming boy.
But I wouldn't give, eh?
We missed out on being young together, didn't we? Still, seeing them.
Next best thing, I love.
Yeah.
I don't want to go out with him, Uncle Charlie.
But you nearly killed the poor lad last night. I mean, it's the least you can do. In any case, it's not going to cost you anything. Jim and me are chipping in. Here.
I'll get it! But he's such a wuss.
Yeah, in my book, that means he's polite and he might treat you with a bit of respect.
Visitor for you.
Oh, yeah?
Come on, Charlie, we don't want to be late for Joe's leaving do. I'll see you over there, and we don't know what time we're going to be home.
Right, I better be off. I'll see you later, Bradley.
So what did you want?
Oh, I can't stay long. Doc's cooking me tea.
I should remember to put nuts in it.
Oh, you never guess what her and Jim have done.
Giving you money so me and you can go out on a date together.
That's twice now. I'm beginning to think you actually have got psychic powers.
Well, it's not me, it's the parrot. She tells me everything.
She got it right. Because look.
Snap.
Oh, 40 quid. Have a good night out for that.
Yeah, as long as you know it's only the once.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't want to go out with you, Bradley.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
No need. Am I downhearted?
Well, I think you should be.
Look, yesterday I lost my Thunderbird fan club card. And today I got it back. There's a lesson there.
You enjoying your sausages, Rebecca? So, any post come for you today at all, Pauline?
Oh, were you expecting something?
No, nothing in particular. Just wondered, really.
Oh. Well, there were a couple of bits. I put them on the side. It's just junk mail, I think.
All right.
Nothing come for you then, Mum?
And what business would it have been of yours if it had?
So something did come then?
Look, I'm not answering any more of your questions, all right?
You do realise that Joe's leaving do at the vicar started? I hope you're going.
Now, eat up your mashed potato. There's a good girl.
Mum?
And your peas.
Free drinks for all my pals while it lasts. Starting with you, Peggy. What would you like?
Thank you, Joe. I'll have a vodka and tonic, please.
Honey, honey.
Oh, just a tonic water for me, please, Joe.
You've got someone else to think about these days, haven't you?
How about you, Maureen?
Oh, sorry, no, maybe later.
When'd you get your next break?
10 minutes.
Good. So I'll have a word with you.
What about?
Well, have to wait and see, won't you?
Can I have a word in private?
Telling you, it's about time they had some decent tunes in this jukebox.
Peggy! All right, Ma, I know what you're thinking. I'm going upstairs in a minute. I'll keep an eye on Freddie.
I've two minds to kick you in the middle of next week, do you know that?
Yeah, and you'd have every right to, Charlie.
I don't know what you're divorcing her for anyway.
She must have told you, and he's expecting.
So?
So, I want my kid to be, you know, legitimate.
Oh, that's very decent of you, Billy. And I'm sure your baby will thank you 1,000,000 times over for that. But you promise me one thing. When you get engaged to this girl, you don't make a big fuss and you don't rub little Mo's face in it. Got it? Oh, it's all right, love. We're all through here. Off you go.
Oh, here you are.
What's this time out for good behaviour?
What you having?
Juice for me, please, and a small rum for Patrick.
A smaller one. Oh, Patrick, have a large one.
I'm with you, Landy. You ain't done enough to deserve it, have you, Patrick?
I'll tell you what, Patrick. I'll get you a large one, but you're honour bound for him to drink half of it. How's that sound, right?
You are looking a bit rough, mate.
Just had the 3rd degree off, Charlie.
So it's true then?
What?
You've asked little Mo for a divorce.
Who told you that?
He
See how spies are everywhere. You've been looking for an engagement ring and all, haven't you?
You can't do nothing round here.
Don't want to be going down that straws, and no sooner you're out the frying pan, you're into the fire, ain't you, boy?
Keep your voice down, will you?
Well, you should be celebrating, shouldn't you?
No, I don't want to make a fuss, all right?
Your honey is a fit bird, right? Don't get me wrong, but you don't have to marry her.
Unless, of course, she's in that.
So much for the friend in Ilford, eh? How do you feel about it?
I'm really chuffed.
Well, you still don't have to marry her, though, do you?
If I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to do it right, okay?
So when are you going to ask her?
Tonight. Look, got this off Diamond Dave up the high street. But I don't want a big fuss, okay?
Your secret's safe with us, all right? Well, I like this one.
Peggy! All right, I'm going up there right now.
What did you say, Charlie?
I said, isn't there somebody missing?
Yes, Charlie. I'm afraid there is.
Yeah.
Look, me and Sonia both know what's been going on, you know. We're not stupid.
You're not helping me, Martin.
Well, look, 'cause I want to go say goodbye to him, Mum, I'm going to go over there, all right? But what am I going to do when he asks about you? Sorry, Mum still says no, but she's too scared to say it to your face.
It's nothing to do with that.
Then what's it to do with, Mum? This fella's going out on a limb for you. Any other woman in your position...
Just stop it, will you?
Has this got anything to do with betraying Dad? Well, if it was 9 weeks ago that he died, I'd say, yeah, Mum, it's a bit iffy. It's been 9 years. No one's going to think bad of you.
Martin! Rebecca's waiting for a bedtime story.
Oh, I'll go and read to Rebecca.
Sorry. Bad timing?
Oh, you weren't to know.
Do you want to know what this is all about? Look, I'm sorry to say it and excuse me, but you have to forget your dad. You have to forget her being talked about.
What's it about, then?
Do I have to spell it out to you? S-E-X.
I'm just going to go and take my break. Sorry? I'll be 10 minutes.
Hey, lads. Hey, can't you keep this down a bit? We can hardly hear ourselves think round here.
Yeah, all right, Charlie, up with this one, yeah?
I'm on my break now.
All right.
Yeah, you said you had something you wanted to say.
Yeah, should we go over there? It's a bit quiet.
Who's a naughty boy, then? I'm going to tell Miss.
What it is here?
What did she say?
Would I like another drink? I said no, cause Jim's buying me one.
Can you hear anything?
No.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
I'm asking you, honey Edwards, if you would give me the honour.
Sorry? Listen, Billy, I can hardly hear you. You're going to have to speak up a bit.
Yeah, all right, after this number.
No, not at the end of this number, now.
Will you?
What? Go on.
I said, will you marry me?
I'd love to, Billy.
Sorry, it's my baby.
Oh, let me be the first to congratulate you. What are you having?
Joe.
Yeah.
I got a message for you from Mum.
How long's he been crying?
Oh, only a couple of minutes. He's settling down now, ain't
Why
you,
didn't
darling?
you call me?
Look, I think I can sort out a crying baby.
No, you can't.
I have had children of my own, Mum.
Yeah, look how they turned out.
I beg your pardon.
Give it to me.
What's wrong with you?
Give it to me.
Darling, you
Don't give it to me, Peggy Mitchell. I'm going to scream.
goodness sake, Maureen. There's nothing wrong with him. It's probably just a bit of wind.
I got a message from Martin.
She's through there.
Okay. Oh, evening.
Sonia, dear, why don't you take yourself off over to the Vic and I'll look out for Rebecca.
Okay. See you later.
You should have been over there. Yes, you missed all the fun.
Oh, like what?
Well, I'm not sure if fun's exactly the right word, but you missed something. Billy asked Honey, the barmaid, to marry him.
Oh.
I think it's supposed to be a personal situation, but of course it was in front of the whole pub.
Well, I know how she feels.
We're not in the pub, are we? It's just you and me. No one to embarrass us at all. Anything you say, I won't tell.
So, what did she say when he asked her?
She said yes, straight away. Extraordinary, really. Well, I'm not going to say the word. Ball's in your court now, Pauline.
The one to watch tonight.
Perhaps you don't love your surgeon as much as you think you do.
I'm gonna marry him.
Judge John Deed, next on BBC One.
And also in tonight's programme, Deed gets a surprising summons. Tomorrow here on BBC One, sing along to the sound of musicals at 6:40.